Hey guys, it's Janet, and I wanted to sit down and just have a quick talk with you about something. And you may not agree with me on this, and that's perfectly fine. But um, as you can tell by my thumbnail, I used to be overweight, and being overweight was something that even then I had pride in myself. Was I fully happy? Not really. But my message right now is once you're overweight, no matter how small you get mentally, you're still overweight. I mean, in my opinion, I can get down to 120 pounds to where everybody thinks that I'm sick. And I will still tell people, no, I will tell my husband, no, I've got to lose weight. I don't like this part of me. I don't like this part of me. I've got to lose weight. And I guess you could call it an ED, I guess is what you could say. Now that I've lost the weight, I'm at a healthy weight, which my shirt says never, ever, ever, ever quit. Because once I lost the weight, I noticed a change in myself. But I didn't notice a good change in myself in the beginning. I actually would think about how much more can I lose? I set a goal weight and I would just, that goal weight, I would hit it and then I would set another goal weight and I would hit it. And I'm not talking about realistic goal weights. Oh, no, 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 no. I'm talking about I wanted to drop 10 pounds in a month. You can ask me how I lost my weight. Originally, I lost it by going to the gym. And then there'll be a story time with what happened to that. But I yo-yoed so much. And I can look at the scale and I will automatically be like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? What if I gain this weight back? What if I become over 200 pounds again? What really am I going to do? People can tell me you look so good. People can tell me that, I've lost so much weight. People have actually gotten to where they don't recognize me. The problem is mentally. Mentally, what they're saying isn't registering because it doesn't matter how many compliments I get. It really doesn't. I still start thinking about, hey, one day I could be that big. I really could. I've got to watch what I eat. I've got to watch when I eat. I've got to drink enough water. It's not obsession over it. It's just, I don't want to end back up there. So 5 pounds is a big difference to me going up or down. And I can tell you, I have a very supportive family. They try to help me as much as they possibly can, but they don't understand. And that's the problem. I have people that are my friends that tell me, oh, you look so good. Heck, people online on here tell me, oh, you look so good. The problem is I appreciate it. I appreciate it more than anything that you believe that I look good. I mean, if you're watching this video and you don't, then that's okay. I am comfortable with myself. I'm comfortable with who I am. So opinions of other people don't really get to me. But when you start talking to me about how good I look, mentally I start thinking about, okay, well, I could do to lose a few more pounds. I really could. And it's not true. I mean, even my doctors will tell me, you don't need to lose any more weight. But still, mentally, I'm still big. I look in the mirror and I still see that fat person. I still see that overweight person. I still see the big belly. I still see the arms. I still see the thighs. I see all of that every time I look in the mirror. Now, do I embrace it? Yes. I embrace it full-heartedly. But I still start thinking to myself, I'm not all that, no. I can always go down just a few more pounds. Like I said, if you've never been overweight, you don't understand the struggle. If you've never been overweight and on a yo-yo diet or on a fad diet, you won't understand. And you can try and try and try. And these are all my opinions, completely my opinions. But you can try and try and try to understand it, and you're not going to. And it's not as simple as saying, well, you look great. Why don't you believe me? It's not about believing or not. That's not what it's about. It's all mentally. It really is. And I can go to the doctor. Like I said, I go to doctors. I go to a lot of doctors. And whenever I get on the scale, I turn around backwards. And I tell them, don't you say that number. Because I don't want to know that number. Because I don't want it in my head. I will get on my scale here at home. I have a smart scale that will go to my Fitness Pal. But I do not check that at all. I make sure that I get on my scale. I don't look at the number, and it goes into my app, and I leave it alone. I judge by the way my clothes fit me. I don't judge by the way people react to me. That's just not how I do it. So if you're overweight now, there is hope. There's always hope. If you've been on a yo-yo diet, if you've been on fad diets, there's still hope. I mean, you look at me, and I'm saying I mean a lot, but this is me being serious. You look at me, and there's people that have argued with me saying, you've never been overweight. I have showed pictures of me being overweight. I have had to try to convince people, yes, I was overweight. And you say overweight. I'm talking, I was over 200 pounds. I was to the point of not knowing who I really was at some points because I would just eat. I mean, I was home all day. That's the thing. Even if I was at work, I would work with people and they would eat out, and I would think to myself, I don't need to eat that. I don't need to eat that. I don't need to eat that. So I've been through the starvation diet. Didn't work. I have been through, like I said, almost every diet out there. I can't remember the weight loss program, 6-week weight loss or whatever it was. I actually bought the program. I bought the clothes that would tighten you from your kneecaps all the way up to here. I would buy those and get completely sucked in to where I was uncomfortable and I couldn't breathe. But in my mind, I was like, okay, I look good, so this is completely worth it. I can look back at pictures when I was bigger, and I sometimes think to myself, who is that? Honestly, who is that? When I gain weight, I gain it in my face. And I will judge myself unlike any other. And just because I judge myself doesn't mean that I have low self-confidence. Heck, I get here on YouTube and I talk. That's not what it means. But I judge every aspect of it. So if you happen to say to me that I look good, I mean, I appreciate it. I really appreciate it. But if that's one of my days where I'm like, okay, no, I gained a pound. I know it sounds obsessive. But if it's one of the days where I gained a pound or I ate too much Mexican food or, I decided to eat out or something like that, I will feel like I've gained 20 pounds. I will just not feel my best. Confidence is a big, huge thing for me. And I try to keep confidence no matter what I'm doing. If I'm on here doing, like on my other channel, beauty reviews, I still have confidence in myself. I can get on here and I can talk to you all day long. I can get on here and talk to whomever it is that is suffering with being overweight right now and thinking that there's no hope. Or talking to somebody who is been overweight, is now skinny, and looks in the mirror and goes, oh my gosh, what am I looking at? Honestly, what am I looking at? This can reach so many different people because it can cause depression. It can cause anxiety. I mean, I have depression. I mean, yeah, I do. I have medical issues, but I embrace all of them. I really do. And this may seem like a rant. This may seem like, what is she going on and on and on and on about? But I don't expect everybody to understand. I really don't. I don't expect everybody to grasp what I'm trying to say. I don't expect everybody to look in the mirror and go, you know what? I'm glad that I'm not overweight. Or I'm glad that I have a little extra pounds. I'm glad of this. I don't expect everybody to do it. But I'm thankful for how far I have come. I am thankful for how much weight I have lost. I'm thankful that my clothes that used to they were so skin tight. Okay, let me tell you. I have clothes that I have saved from whenever I was bigger. And I am talking size 26, 28. I have those clothes still. Because mentally, I still think, oh, there's a possibility I can go back there. I have saved those clothes. Why I have saved those clothes, I don't know, because I don't ever want to end up back there. But I have saved those clothes. I have saved clothes from whenever I was 120 pounds. And I was a size 1, somewhere around there. I still have those clothes. They're underneath my bed. It's one of those things that I personally cannot explain. You're going to see a different me on this channel. You're going to see full-heartedly me, and I'm going to talk to you about issues that are on my mind or issues that you bring up to me. I don't want this to be a ramble. I don't. But I really want people to understand that if you're like me, once you're fat, once you're overweight, mentally you always are. And when people say to you after you've lost some weight, you know, the first few pounds feel great, and then you're like, yay, I've lost the weight. And then once you've lost a whole lot of weight, that's why you see people, in my opinion, that's why you see people going back up in weight. And why I did it is because I felt like I looked so good at so many times that I could just eat whatever I wanted to eat. I could binge. I could do whatever I wanted to do. And I would watch the pounds go up. Then I would feel bad. It's not easy. And I'm not going to lie to you and say it's easy. But if somebody tells you you look good, just take it. Honestly, it's hard advice for me to give, and it's hard. I have to take my own advice. I take it. When people say that I look good now, I'm talking about my friends and family, I say thank you. Now, mentally, am I saying I need to lose a few more pounds? Yes, I'm mentally saying that. I really am. But do I really need to? No. I know I don't. But I still think that way. So I guess this is I'm putting this out there mainly because I tell my husband all the time, okay, we'll just get into this personal stuff here. I tell my husband all the time when he says, you look great, you look good. I tell him all the time, thank you. I really do. And then I'll look at him and I will say, I have no makeup on. My hair's a mess. You know, I have pajamas on. I will come up with every excuse on why I shouldn't look great. But he means no harm, and I mean no harm. I just come up with the excuses. Do you? Do you find excuses for not looking good? Do you feel, do you come up with excuses just trying to debate with somebody about if you look good? This video has been all over the place, but this video is raw and this video is me. And that's what I'm going to do on here. I'm going to tell you the ins and outs of me, my life. I don't know what else I'm going to put on here. I will talk about almost whatever you want to talk about. You just leave it down in the comment section below. But once again, I know there are people out there who have lost a lot of weight. They have fear they're going to gain it back. They're going to gain it back. They have fear that they don't look good. And I'm just here to tell you, there's other people in the same boat. Excuse my dogs. There's other people in the same boat. I'm in that boat. I really am. You just got to embrace it. You really do. Because honestly, you can find something inside yourself that makes you beautiful. You can find something inside yourself that makes it to where you don't have to worry about that extra pound, that extra 5 pounds. You can find something inside of you to where you feel comfortable and you can believe when someone says you look good. How many times have people said, oh, you've lost weight, and you didn't think anybody was going to notice? Because to you, it was a little amount. To other people, it might have been a big change. So just believe that you look good. Honestly, it's something that I'm having to deal with, I've had to deal with, and I've hid from a lot of people. I'm not hiding it anymore. I'm not. When somebody says I look good, I tell them, thank you. I really do. I tell them, thank you so much. I appreciate it because I do. I just am learning to accept whatever that number on that scale is. As long as it doesn't go above a certain amount, and I'm not going to tell you my amount, but as long as it doesn't go above a certain amount, I am forcing myself to understand that I'm not overweight. I have gotten on the scale at the doctor's office, compared my BMI, I'm not overweight. It takes a lot for me to confess to myself I'm not overweight. We're all going to find problems with ourselves. We really are. But don't hold it against somebody whenever they say that you look good. Don't hold it against somebody because mentally you think, no, I don't. I can look at myself right now. I'm actually looking at myself right now into the camera, and I'm seeing how much my face has changed from losing just a little bit. I can tell the difference. It's taken me a long time to get where I'm at. But you can get there too. You really can. You can get to where you can accept it. It's going to be a battle. It's going to be a fight. But it's something you can do. If I've been through a lot, and I'll sit down one day and I will tell you all of my medical disabilities. I haven't been through as much as some people, But I will sit down one day and I will tell you all of my medical disabilities, and you would look at me and you would say, why is weight even one of your concerns? Honestly. Because I was fat once. And I mean, I don't fat shame whatsoever at all. I'm just saying, I was fat once. I was overweight once. I huffed and puffed to get up out of the seat. At the time, I saw no problem with it. Now then, I just believe everybody is who they are. They really are. If you are overweight and you're happy with yourself, I'm right there with you. I'm saying, yay, go for it. Be happy with yourself and just smile each day. If you have an ED, I say get help. That's my advice for that. I don't think I have one, which usually is what people say. Is, when you don't think you have one, oh, I don't have one. But, I guess you could say I kind of sort of do, because I watch what I eat a lot more, and I'm more conscious about what goes in my mouth. I just want everybody, this is just a big want and a big wish. I just want everybody to be happy with who they are. And if you're not happy with who you are, change it. But honestly, like I said, if you've never been overweight, you won't understand. You have to have been overweight. That's why they have so many shows out there and so many people out there talking about, like personal trainers. My personal trainer at one point, he was like, oh, this is easy. You can do this. I'm going, you try it. You try it. He had muscles and everything else. He had the core for it. You try being overweight and doing the things that you're doing. It doesn't work. It's impossible. And I used to tell him, you don't get it. You don't understand. And he would still tell me, you got this, you got this, you got this, you got this. I'm going, no, I don't got this. I tried and I failed. But I kept going. I just found something different. Each fad diet, I found something different. Okay, this has been a lot of me rambling on and on and on and on and on. But I hope I helped just one person. I really do. If I can help just one person be confident in who they are and understand who they are, I'm happy. I'm happy to sit here and do this. I'm happy to put myself out there. I'm happy to talk about my insecurities, which I don't have too many of them now because I accept who I am. But I'm happy to sit down and do this. I really, really am. So leave me a comment down below about something you would like me to talk about, or if you're experiencing this, or if you've been overweight and you're having a hard time accepting how much you've lost. Leave me a comment down below and just let me know. I understand. Others may not, but I do. So on that, I'm going to go ahead and say, if you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing, because occasionally I do go live. And if you're a regular to my channel, I want to say hi to you. And as you know, this channel is all over the place, as is my other channel. I just make things so random that you never ever seem to know what I'm going to talk about or what I'm going to do, because I don't ever know. It's all just spur of the moment kind of thing for me. But all right, guys, that's going to be it for today. And I hope you have a wonderful day, night, weekend, holiday, year, whenever it might be. And I will see you in my next upload. Bye.